Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Penn. Welcome back to the channel. Going to be mixing some things up here. Last night, I checked out the Fantastic Four First Steps. This is yet another Disney/Marvel Studios release, and I seen this on Kaleidescape. I purchased it and I downloaded it. It was $30. And for those of you that don't know, the Kaleidescape is a proprietary platform where you're able to download high fidelity movies, TV shows, music related concerts, documentaries. And when it comes to specifically the movie releases, you can sometimes get the releases early at 4K Blu ray quality or better, 1 month out or 2 months before the physical media release. So, just to give you a little bit of idea of the platform. So, the download size on this was 69.4 gigabytes. I downloaded the HDR10. I'm rocking Samsung displays in my home theater, so I didn't bother with the Dolby Vision version. All right, now as far as the characters, this is the Thing. You have the Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, and Johnny Storm. You know, Johnny was the fire dude in the movie. Now, this is PG-13. You can watch this with your family if you have children, nieces and nephews, things like that. The movie did not take itself like super seriously. You know, it's more comedy, more fun, more enjoy, with a sense of still that threat and that responsibility that the characters had in the movie. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna bring up IMDb here. One of the things that I do like is just the set dressing. It had a family vibe to it. So, of course, in this case, Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman, you know, they had a child, you know, they was in a romantic relationship, things of that nature. So it brought you into that family life and how the supporting cast was that they were all close. So that's one of the things that I liked about the movie. Architectural design, it has this futuristic vibe to it, which I like in the environment detail. So you see in this screenshot here, it's definitely something that I always like movies to showcase where they show the design and just the set dressing and just setting the mood for a particular scene in the film. I think from a architectural perspective, the film has some pretty cool shots and some demo worthy material when it came to just showcasing the video side. I thought the HDR was pretty decent. I just don't think that the audio lived up to what I was to expect from a movie like this. And I'll get a little bit more into that. Um, just Johnny Store him in this shot. Like if you have like a nice HDR TV, 4K display, 8K display, this is really going to shine, especially if your TV has a lot of nits in terms of brightness and things of that nature. Like it feels like I was there in the film and it really stood out. Especially, you know, once he gets into that mode of things of that nature. Now, also Silver Surfer, at least for me, last I checked, because it's been quite a while since I've seen the other Fantastic Four movies. Silver Surfer, I think previously was introduced like as a man. Well, the Silver Surfer in this movie is introduced as a woman, and I think the design was clean. You know, I don't have any bad things to say about the design or the look of Silver Surfer. Hey, like he was coming there to do her thing, but she was also communicating, and they was like, "Look, I advise for you to leave. You know, like go away." You know, she stood on business. You know, of course, she was following Galactus, things of that nature. You know, he was the head honcho in the movie, and you felt a sense of like superiority, and he was towers. You know, in terms of height over the regular cast, and you can felt that he was the threat in the movie. Now, one particular scene, and this isn't technically a spoiler, but I am showing like certain screenshots and things of that nature. One of the things that also test your display is this scene where um with Johnny, he went out of space to actually like meet up with the Silver Surfer, and I thought that was a cool like demo moment and things of that nature. So that's another thing that I can like sort of brag about with the movie. Audio performance, I felt like the height channels were barely used. It did have some pretty cool Dolby surround sound moments, in the action scenes, but I felt as though it could have been a better implementation when it comes to the audio mix or even like the audio engineers. And it really make me appreciate movies like Ready Player One. Like that movie has a good streaming Atmos mix, a Blu-ray Atmos mix, phenomenal, and of course the Kaleidescape Atmos mix is phenomenal as well. And it seems as though with these recent 4K major releases, we seem to be going away from that. So it really makes you appreciate it's not just Dolby Atmos and 4K. The audio design, the actual mix, and the engineering plays a critical role as well. Because without a good mix, Atmos doesn't really matter. And if the Atmos is barely used, then it's pointless. You might as well do, I don't know, DTSX or something like that, or 7.1 regular. It just didn't make sense with this particular film. But of course, I can't go in depth in that. You have to see the movie for yourself. I think it's a fun watch when it comes to your family. Like if you've seen it yourself in theaters, let's say in Adobe Cinema or IMAX, and then you want to watch it on streaming with your family, I think it's worth a second watch for like some pretty cool HDR or action moments. The bass was there definitely when Galactus was in like the city, and when he was like walking, you heard like that stomp effect, boom, 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 and then you felt like the bass, in your room. I have two subwoofers, things like that. I have the SVS SB 2000 Pros. I have two of those, and yeah, the bass was there. It was a good implementation, decent in certain situations. It wasn't the best bass demo movie, of course, but it was there. Um, and then overall, it's a cool watch. Um, Story wasn't like fantastic of any kind. Audio wasn't the best, but I think it's worth a check out. Now, do I think it's worth $30 on Kaleidescape? No. If you can buy this on Apple TV, or heck, even check it out on Vudu, or maybe wait for like a physical media release on this, go ahead or see if you can catch this on a sale, things like that. I just wanted to see the best possible quality. So I went ahead and paid the 30 bucks. It doesn't have that much of a replay value for me. Now, towards the end of the film, this is a little bit of spoiler. It does set up the next movie where you see Doom, and he's with the child. Literally, I think that's like the post-credit scene, and it sets up, hey, Fantastic Four is going to appear next in the next Avengers movie. So they're setting up the next scheme that they got going on, and I'm more interested in that. But this was like their introduction, with this new cast of characters. And I recommend y'all check it out for yourself. But let me know what y'all think. And I will be doing more of these. And until next time, peace out. Thank you for watching and take care. Goodbye.